Hey, did you guys hear it was National Cheeseburger Day last week?
Oh, really?
Yeah. What is going on, Strasburg High? Welcome to episode 2 of the Silver Spike Podcast, celebrating the joining of this Transcontinental Railroad. We're your hosts. I'm Mitch.
I'm Jonah.
And as before, I'm Jake.
It is fantastic to have you here today. So judging from the first video we had, we could hear some of the air conditioning going on. So we have our trusty mic here. So hopefully that will be gone, kind of. And since my adapter is broken, we are only limited to one microphone right now. So
Hooray!
yeah. So what sports are going on this week?
Well, due to the fact that the school website is currently down, we really only have what sports have been provided by the school newspaper, The Smoke Signal, which is written by Cody Wilson. I recommend checking it out. But all we know is that on Tuesday, September the 24th, we are going to have boys golf at a regional tournament, and girls softball is going to be at Valley. As for the rest of the week, we don't know. So, yeah.
Amazing coverage. So, current world events going on right now. Last week, Saudi Arabia's oil refinery was bombed, and we're having some speculations on who did it. Some people say it was the Yemenis rebels, and the United States is blaming Iran for this. But, you know, the long-term effects that this bombing is going to cause is going to be a lot. The price of gas is going to go up. The price of oil will most likely go up. And it's just all around, it's just not good. So we'll post some pictures of what the bombing looked like. So here they are. So what do you guys think about this?
So I actually think that things aren't going to be quite as bad as everyone's saying, due to the fact that the Saudi Arabia government has stepped up and taken some oil out of their reserves so that they can continue exporting oil as normal. So hopefully, even if the gas price does go up a little bit, it shouldn't affect our day-to-day lives too much, although we might be seeing a few extra cents added onto the price of gas in the upcoming weeks.
Logically, I don't think it could have been the Yemenis rebels like Iran claims. I think it actually was Iran, because if you think about it, they were drones. Very advanced technology, which Yemenis rebels would not have. And there are even claims that the missiles they launched at the oil site do look Iranian. And Iran does have outstanding technology. And they also hate us, and they're kind of mad at us because we dropped out of one of the nuclear deals back in like 2015, so yeah.
As a bit of a counterpoint, anyone can buy a drone at Toys R Us, so I don't think it's too ridiculous to think that Yemen might have obtained a drone somehow and used it to attack.
But they can launch bombs.
That is a very good point.
That's amazing.
They can launch cruise missiles and bombs.
So personally, from the evidence that I have seen, I don't think the Yemenis rebels did this, because they do have weapons. They don't have drones as other places do. Iran has drones. I think, does Afghanistan have drones?
Possibly?
Like other neighboring countries, you know, there's not just Iran. There's Afghanistan, there's Iraq, there's Syria. But I don't think the Yemenis rebels did these, because I don't think the oil reserves would be a huge target for them. So that will remain a mystery, and we'll see how the oil and gas stock will maintain, and see how the prices will, handle. So
Yeah, I have one more question though. Why do you think this happened?
that is a good question. I'm not really sure there could be really any reason why they could have done this. But from my prediction, for what I've seen in the past, a big strike on something like the oil reserves, or maybe even like a military base or something like that, it could be they want to start a war. or a conflict. You know, this could be a show of display like, hey, we can bomb the oil reserves in Saudi Arabia. We can cause the prices of gas and oil to skyrocket. We can do this. And I think they want a war. I think they want people to see this and they want them to go in because war is money. And, you know, there can be any reasons, but that's one of my predictions. So, yeah. So, the next topic, we're still also in the Middle East. The Israeli elections are going on right now, and it is very confusing. How many political parties are there in Israel? Do you know?
A lot. Let me look that up.
Okay, we're going to take a 5-minute break and we'll see you right back here in the studio. In the meantime, enjoy this lovely picture. And we are back. Look at that amazing editing skills. So, what did you guys find?
So, Benny Gantz actually has won the most seats in the Knesset, which is kind of like their parliament, and he was running against the current Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, and he's declaring that his party won the most seats. And so, official figures have not been released, but this might need some more deliberation.
And if if any of these people are listening and watching this video, if we mispronounce your names, we're sorry.
None of this is official yet, but it looks like Gantz might win. Okay. So we might have a new Israeli prime minister.
That'll be very interesting to see what happens.
Also, I think there are 6 political parties, so of course it's very, very hard to get like a majority representation in this kind of government.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because there's 6 political parties in Israel. In the U.S., we really only have 2 majority, the big political parties, the Republicans and the Democrats. So I'm sure it's probably a little confusing which party to pick for. What are your feelings about this election?
Well, I find it actually kind of interesting that they're having to make coalitions between parties in order to elect a prime minister. I feel like that it's kind of unheard of in America to hear political parties working together on almost anything these days, due to the fact that both sides of the political spectrum have just become so opposed that really there's no compromise anywhere.
So we're introducing a little segment now. I just came up with it right now, called Pop News. Just some random miscellaneous facts that happen in the news, something that seems a little cool, and other stuff like that. So last week was National Cheeseburger Day, and it got me thinking, what is the best cheeseburger combo? Like, what ingredients make the best cheeseburger ever? Everyone has their own opinion, so we're going to go through our opinions. What's, in your opinion, your ideal cheeseburger?
I like it basic. Cheese, burger, and ketchup with buns.
Okay, what's your ideal cheeseburger?
Recently I've actually been very flexible, and I just eat a cheeseburger, and it just works. For me, I'd say kind of the normal stuff. I like Dave's Double at Wendy's a lot. The most recent burger I've eaten was at Corona's. It was actually really good. It had cheese and avocado and mushroom and onions and tomatoes, and surprisingly it actually worked. Avocado's actually kind of good on a cheeseburger. So if anyone's brave or curious, I just suggest experiment, because you'll be shocked just how it works. That's what I've discovered.
So my ideal cheeseburger, mine is probably going to be a little nasty to some people, maybe you guys. So you got the bun, the burger, the cheese. I like lettuce, tomato, grilled onions, maybe grilled peppers, depending on the peppers. Jalapenos, pickled jalapenos are pretty good. Ketchup, mayonnaise, and mustard.
To quote SpongeBob,
put a patty on a bun with lettuce, cheese, onions, tomatoes, ketchup, mustard, pickles, and top bun together in that order.
if you guys are interested in letting us know what your favorite cheeseburger combo is, let us know down in the comments below. That's all we have for this episode. I hope you enjoyed. If you watched all the way to the end, thank you. But until then, remember to keep those grades up, and we'll see you next time. Silver Spike, out.